Hello everybody and welcome to the monthly update video for September 2019. Look at all this new stuff. We're in a new place. Wait, hold on. Let me flip. Here's the living room of our new place. I don't know if anyone knows about this, but this was a big thing. Some of you know from the live stream. The Patreons all know. But yeah, Sam and myself and Sam's friend are in a new little apartment. We had to leave the other place that you guys know, that you've seen in many videos. We won't get into that too much. It's not really important. But yeah, we moved, and here we are in this brand new place. And as some of you may, well, you should know now, because you may not have seen it in the live stream that we did for BattleBots Reborn Cup, Season 4's summary video. Hi, Tito. Look, wow, Tito appeared. Where's your sister? There she is. Tito's got a new sister, and there she is. Her name is Magic, spelled with a K. She's almost an all-black kitty, but she's got a little white belly. You guys are chilling. Is it cool in here? Feels nice. You got a little bit of breeze coming on. They're fools. Okay, I'm gonna leave them to it. Yeah, that is another new. That's the bigger new thing. Screw the apartment. We have a second cat, and you should all know about it by now, because if you watch the video that's going to be going up just a little bit before this, the one that's titled, what's it titled? I don't know what's going to be titled yet. Doesn't necessarily matter what it's going to be titled, but that's just a thing. So expect to see and hear her in videos, and I'll probably post a lot of crap on Facebook and Instagram if you feel like seeing how that little girl is doing. Took a good couple days for Tito to accept her. He was not happy with us, let's say that. Excuse me, that was disgusting. Alright, let's get into what I wanted to get into with this video. So, the live stream that happened for BattleBots Reborn Cup, the Season 4 summary video, it went a lot longer than I was expecting it was going to go. So that's why I'm doing this actual update video, because there is something important I wanted to talk to you guys about that I talked about in the live stream, so everyone that watched that already knows, but I also did a bad job of summarizing it. I don't remember where it was in there. I was going to crop it out and then post that as an individual video, but it didn't go well. And everyone that watched the stream can attest to that. Sorry that was so long, guys. Anyway, what I told them, let me sit down for this, because we all need to sit down for this. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. What I told them in the stream when I did that was, for the longest time, I've known that eventually life was going to catch up with me, that the amount of videos I was ahead was eventually going to dwindle down, and at some point I would have to make changes to help accommodate for the new busy life that I would be living. Because when I had my knee surgery a couple years ago, it allowed me to get very far ahead on videos. So far ahead, and it was fantastic. My final projects folder had about 120 videos worth, and once I started my old part-time job, I was easily able to maintain that number for the most part. Maybe it got down to like 100 over the course of 5 or 6 months, but it was still going strong. But now it's just gotten busier and busier that I've unfortunately been unable to keep up. And yeah, it's only, 10 extra hours a week that I'm working, but I'm getting up early every day to go to work. I start my shifts at 5:30 at the casino. It's brutal sometimes. We won't get into that. But it's not only just the extra 10 hours of work. It just feels like, in general, there's always something to do. Like, there's something I got to get looked at the car. I got to go bring Sam somewhere to go get something else. I don't know how to describe. Like, just a lot of errand running, dumb errands that always have to happen. And this summer, as fun as this summer has been, because there's been a lot of good stuff that's happened, it has also been one of the busiest periods of my life that I can remember of recent times. So much so that my final projects folder has depleted so significantly. Remember how I said, like, it used to be 120? It's now starting to threaten low 40s, high 30s, which doesn't sound so bad, but it's bad. Like, there's just not a lot going on. So, like, here, let's in fact open it up, and I'll show you what I've got in there right now, because it really isn't a lot. All right, let me flip this around. There's quite a few random games in here still. There's still a lot of, there's about 4 or 5 dream matches there. I got to make sure that one isn't one that's uploaded. This one, in fact, the Cup 4 bloopers video has been uploaded to Patreon, so that one you can ignore. There's a couple things for Patreon here, is behind the scenes there. A couple random videos I haven't even posted. Like there's this Call of Duty one. This is old as hell from something Cole and I did a long time ago. A couple Rocket Leagues. This one's going to go up soon, so look out for this. These are with Cole and one of my old co-workers, Juan, and they're funny as hell. The start of Robot Wars Reborn Cup, obviously those aren't getting posted anytime soon. This Welcome Magic video is going to go soon. So like, and what is the number? 44 right now. It's 44 items. These don't count because they're folders. That's 42. This is the music cut for Robot Wars Cup, so we're down to 41. Yeah, there's not a lot. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. It sounds like a high number, but it's not. Especially because like I'm not replenishing that like I would want to. Like I may be doing 2 videos a week. One is always predictions because it's quick and I have to do it to get them out in time. And then one's maybe a Robot Wars Cup, one's another random one here and there. But if I'm posting 2 or 3 a week, especially with predictions, like, oh great, I got predictions done earlier today, it's going up tomorrow and back to square one. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm starting to ramble again. Basically what I'm trying to say is that pretty much starting now, I'm cutting back a little bit. Now, it sounds bad. It's not going to be so bad because I did figure out a way to make this work, that something big is always going to be happening on the channel. Just needed to make a couple little changes. So what are those changes? So here's what we're going to do. Everything you know about any schedules that we do, put it out of your mind right now. Put it in the recycle bin. Here's how we're going to do this. Every late spring, early summer will be BattleBots Reborn Cup. Every summer, as long as BattleBots is still on TV, BattleBots Predictions will still be a thing. And then every fall will be Robot Wars Reborn Cup. Those 3 things are going to be what is consistent. As for everything else, it doesn't have a schedule. There's no pattern. It's just going to be very sporadic and random and inconsistent, including the one series that I didn't name that always was consistent, BattleBots Reborn itself. Now, you're probably wondering what the hell, how am I going to do this? Anyone that's new or old or doesn't remember, BattleBots Reborn has always been what determined when a cup happened. I would wait 20 episodes till I got a good amount of bots to add into a tournament, and then we would go. So it was always, that's why we did episodes 1 through 20, had a cup. Episodes 21 through 40, had a cup. So like recently, we got through episodes 61 through 80, we had the cup. That's why there was no Robot Wars Reborn Cup last year, because I didn't get the Robot Wars Reborn episodes uploaded. We still got number 40 coming up. That's why Cup's happening. So those always went hand in hand. Well, it finally occurred to me, why am I putting that limitation on the Cups? Why should that matter? Who cares how many Reborn episodes there are? Who cares how many new bots we add in? It doesn't matter. Let's just have the Cup every year like it's supposed to be. That's what an annual tournament is. It can't be an annual tournament if it's got some dumb limitation like that. You know what I mean? So that's what's going to allow us to do this. No longer is there going to be a certain amount of Reborn episodes. There's just going to be a cutoff day. So for example, let's say if BattleBots Reborn Cup's going to start every early May, then the cutoff is January 31st. If a bot has appeared before that, they're in. If they appear after it, they're out. So it's going to be a little bit interesting to keep track of, maybe a little bit more difficult for me, but I'm prepared to do it. And I think this is going to work. I have no BattleBots Reborn episodes, as you guys just saw in my computer. There's nothing. So that's why I had to do this, because that series was supposed to take a 2-month break while Season 4 happened, but I was too busy with predictions and Robot Wars Reborn Cup, I couldn't get to it, and then life in general, of course. When I had time, it was those 2 series. So that's why this is a change. It's good because there's not a limitation. Robot Wars will never have to skip a year again. Robot Wars Reborn never had a time slot. It still doesn't have a time slot, but now there's no pressure for it to have a time slot. And that's the biggest thing. The pressure that I put on myself to be getting ahead on stuff, to get things out on time when I don't have a lot of time to do these things. So it's more me doing something to help myself be a little more mentally sane, I guess. And it's going to take a while for me to realize what I'm doing and how it's going to help me, and to learn to work with that. Because I'm still at times sitting here like, I got to get this done. I've got X amount of hours till I got to go to bed. I got to get this done. Slow down, slow down. Today I got predictions done. It's August 29th when I recorded this on Thursday. I'm going to upload everything very soon once I finish this. I think it's going to be a lot better. And it's going to suck a little bit. I think we'll be all right. And the other thing with this is a lot of you guys have suggested things like do Robotica Reborn, do KOB Reborn. This is me officially saying that I don't have enough time. If I can't do the normal amount of stuff, I can't really do a lot of new stuff. But I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know exactly what the posting schedule is going to be for every other type of video, for random games, for rematches, for dream matches, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. One thing to add in too, I wanted to ask you guys about. So another limitation the Cups have always had, with bots specifically, a bot could not enter a tournament until he appeared in Reborn. It's been a weird limitation I've always put on the bots, but it's been something that's helped me keep track of who's actually appeared in Reborn. Because I remember Season 2, I almost didn't put Poison Arrow in an episode. He was in predictions. I completely forgot about him. And then last second, I was able to sneak him into an episode. I had to bump out somebody else. And so that's why that was always a thing. You guys are going to vote on whether or not that changes. Because what could happen is every 2018 bot that hasn't been in a Reborn episode yet, which is, Double Jeopardy, Double Dutch, Reality, Parallax, Ultimo Destructo, Vanquish, there's a lot more. In all the 2019 bots, Mammoth, Deep Six, Wanhu, Railgun Max, Shell Shock, blah, 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 blah. Realistically, what we could do is if I have a build, it's in. Because I have the build, what's to stop me? Just because I can't get enough Reborn episodes in? It never made a lot of sense besides organizational purposes. And I could always reorganize my phone notes, you know what I mean? So I want you to let me know a couple things. So there's going to be a couple options. We can either A, keep it so that a bot has to appear in Reborn first. B, allow a bot to appear in either the Reborn series or predictions in order to get into a cup. Or C, it's open as long as there's a build of that bot. And there's a lot more that you don't even know about that are old bots. For example, I have an Aces and Eights build. I think I have an El Diablo Grande build. So there's a shitload of bots that we can add in. That was the last little point I wanted to make. I think I've covered everything I needed to. Hopefully you guys have watched this. I'm sorry it's about 14 or so minutes. But I hope I got everything across that I wanted to get across. And I do hope you guys understand. It sucks. It's been really hard to accept that I have to cut back, especially because the last year or so, this channel has had some pretty good momentum. Last year and a half, realistically. And it sucks to think I could potentially lose some of that. But that's not what matters. I got a good core right now. If you're here right now, you matter to me the most. So if new people come in, that's great. If they don't, it doesn't matter. As long as we're still having fun. And I am still having fun. Especially when it's a cup. And that's why those are staying. Because the cups are the best. I love the cups. Predictions is very fun when I get to be silly with it. I'm rambling again. But that's all. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Hope you guys enjoy whatever BattleBots episode's next. Hope that you guys are having your favorite bot do well, unless it's Captain Shredderator. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the very near future. I can't find the button. There we go.